Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to my webinar today. We're going to be talking about how to best utilize social media as a public relations practitioner, and I hope you've realized that social media is the future of public relations. So social media has given the public relations industry an avenue to talk directly to their audience without having to go through traditional media such as newspapers and TV appearances. So nowadays, public relations practitioners no longer have to wait for the media to write a story about their organization. Instead, the organization can simply put out a blog post, Facebook post, or a tweet, and all of these ensure that the organization can control their messages and reach the audience that they want to. So public relations specialists were among the first professionals to see the advantages of using social media, including cost savings, connecting with PR professionals, building relationships, and new ways of releasing news and measuring awareness. So currently the situation is seen as a beacon for the industry. The industry has largely been tasked with controlling the social media aspects of most organizations. Donald Wright and Michelle Henson of the Institute for PR say that PR remains the department responsible for social media management, topping out at 65% of all organization social media engagement. And John Falls of Social Media Explorer says that social media should be a responsibility of the PR industry because of our skill sets and communication. He says that social media is a method of communications. Social media tools facilitate these communications, and to be effective in media, whether as a marketer or just an ordinary participant, you must first and foremost communicate well. Another big part of why social media should be leveraged by PR specialists is that it's highly cost effective. So instead of mailing press releases or newsletters, the industry is now more than ever relying on social media platforms to disseminate their messages. Kathy Sines from Engage Network, she's corporate communications manager. She recently told Mashable how she saved her organization $270,000 a year by cutting out a external PR firm that her company paid for, which was $250,000, and events that she paid for that were $20,000 a year. So she cut down 100% of her PR costs, and she did this by using in-house PR that used social media and webinars, actually. She said that she wanted to target B2B audiences, and she broke a record number of attendees. She says that we didn't have to pay for anything as a result, great exposure and big money saved. Another aspect of why social media and public relations go hand in hand is that with a simple click, a link can be sent out on Twitter or on Facebook as a one-stop shop for stakeholders and the media. So not always are major platforms like that going to work. You have to use niche platforms as well because you have to appeal to the client's audiences. Heather Walling, founder and president of Gibbon Communication, said it's critical that we're innovative in staying on top of the latest and greatest. However, we also need to avoid shiny object syndrome and instead make recommendations based on the client's business needs. Another reason that social media is the future of public relations is the fact that a full 71% of people 18 to 29 say that they get their news directly from the internet. This according to Jim Dougherty of Cision. Also, social media has made it possible for the PR industry to build relationships more directly. Matthew Royce, he's a guest blogger on SpinSucks, says that PR pros can no longer blast out information about their brand or client and expect to succeed. Consumers and journalists have come to expect that they won't be spammed and will be answered to quickly and in a personal manner. This really points out the new reality of public relations and that the general public has become so accustomed to personal messaging from organizations that it is now vital that the PR industry continue to do so. So I think it's pretty clear that social media and public relations were made for one another. They have a clear relationship and that they are both focused on communication. So it has changed the way that PR industry reaches their audiences and that they don't have to go through traditional media and the speed at which public relations specialists can speak to their audience through social media platforms is key to maintaining the relationship between PR and social media. It also, as I said, allows for major cost savings, greater innovation, and tactics to disseminate messages and measuring awareness amongst an audience. So thank you so much for joining the webcast. I hope that you've realized the relationship between social media and PR and why their futures are so intertwined. So make sure to sign up for future webinars or go to my blog to learn more about the relationship between social media and public relations. Thank you.